Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. In the previous episode, we saw how Sitaaamaa asked many questions and asked answers from Swamy Hanuman. We also saw the shloka Yani Ramasya Lingani Lakshmanasya Vanara Tani Bhuyah Samachakshva Samam Soka Samaviset. And we also understood how Ling here actually means Chihna, the way to identify the person. We also saw how the Kuvyakhyas are there on this particular statement. Now we'll move on and see Swamy Hanuman's reply. He's saying, Yani Ramasya Chihnani Lakshmanasya Yani Vai Lakshitani Visalakshi Vata Srunutani Me. Oh Visalakshi, now I am going to talk about the features. Or again he's saying Chihnani, so the features. Ramah Kamalapatrakshaha Sarva Sattva Manoharaha Rupadakshini Sampannaha Prasuto Janakatmaje. SriRama's eyes are as beautiful as the leaves of a lotus, or like the petals of a lotus, and he attracts one and all in the world. He has the most beautiful saundarya or beauty, and he has got a very nice rupa. His facial features are also very good. And now he's talking about the tejas, the aura around the face. Tejas aditya sankasaha kshamaya prithvi samah bhuraspat samabudhya yasasa vasavo pamaha. So SriRama, in terms of aura, his aura is as great as that of the Suryas. His kshama guna, or his ability to withstand anything, that is equivalent to the kshama guna or the perseverance levels of the earth itself. He's also saying his mind, he's as great as Brihaspati in terms of intellect. Yashasa Vasavopamaha. And in Kirti, he's as great as Indra. Rakshita Jevalokasya Swajanasya Rakshita Rakshita Swasivrutasya Dharmasya Parantapaha. So SriRamachandra is the protector. He always protects the dharma. He always protects the people who follow dharma. Ramo Bhamini Lokasya Chatur Varnasya Rakshita Maryadanam Lokasya Karta Karayida Saha. He is a savior of the whole world. He saves the people of all varnas. This should clear all the misconceptions about SriRamachandra, that he was against Sudras, nothing. He was the person who was protecting all the four varnas, and he is a man who always wants people to go by the rules. Archishman Architotyardham Brahmacharya Vratesthah Sadhunam Upakaragyaha Pracharagnyascha Karmanam. So SriRamachandra, he has got a great aura. He always is respected by all the people. He always is in the Brahmacharya Vrata, and he knows how to help Satpurushas. He knows the impact of every karma, and he knows the result also that comes out of any karma. Rajavidya Vinitascha Brahmananam Upasda Srutavan Sela Sampanno Vinitascha Parantapaha. SriRamachandra has learnt Rajaniti in a very nice way. He shows respect towards Brahmanas, means the learned people, and he is also a person who has great Vidya Shila, means he has learned the subject very nicely. He is a Vinayavanta. He does not have this headstrongness, and he is a man who does not leave the enemies. Yajurveda Vinitascha Veda Vidbhistu Pujtaha Dhanurvedecha Vedeshu Vedangeshu Nishtitaha. He learned the Yajurveda very well. All the Vedavetas, they keep respecting him. He knows Dhanurveda, and he also knows the other three Vedas, Upavedas, Vedangas. He knows all of them. Till now he talked about SriRamachandra's knowledge and all. Now Swamy Hanuman is talking about SriRamachandra's physical body. Vipulamso Mahabahu Kambugriva Subhanaha Godachitruhu Atambraksho Ramo Devi Janesrutaha. SriRamachandra's shoulders, they are very broad. His hands are very long. His neck resembles a conch, Shankhakara, and his mukha, whenever you look at it, it gives good things. Okay, and wherever there are joints, you won't see the arms there. For example, in the shoulders, you won't see the arm, but you would see the muscle built over it. So that's how strong he is. He has got a very strong build. He has got strong muscles, and his eyes are red in color. Dundubhis Swanidghoshaha Snigdhavarna Pratapvan Samas Samivaktango Varnam Syamam Samasritaha. Now, whenever he speaks, his kantadhvani, or the sound that comes out of his vocal cords, that is very gambhira, that's very masculine way, and his body, it always shines. This man has got a great parakrama, and his body, whenever you see, it is equal. For example, when we look at our hands and all, right, the greatest of the great experts say that even in our hands and our legs, they'll have a small, even a millimeter level difference between both of them. But for SriRamachandra, it is not like that. It is equal in all terms. His Sarira Chaya, or the color of his body, is Shyama. And then Tristhirah Triprambasya Trisamas Trishuchonnataha Tritramas Trishuchasnigdo Gambhiras Trishunityasaha. His hands, his chest is broad, his hands and whenever he takes a grip, it is very, very strong. His hands are very long, and even his leg, when you look at both his knees, they are also at the same place. His nabhi or his stomach knot, that also is long, and his nails are long. Okay, his palms, they are also red in color. And then he says all of these are in a very nice fashion. That's how he describes entire Sri Ramachandra's body, and he says this is how Sri Ramachandra is. And then he also describes about how Sri Ramachandra's hands are there, how tall he is. He describes all these things in a very nice way. I'm just moving ahead just because it's too long. Just in the interest of time, I'm just skipping this part. And then he finally concludes by saying, Tau bhau narasar dulau twaddarsana samutsukau vichinmanto mahim prasma asmabhi rabhisangatau. Sri Ramachandra and Lakshmana, they both are searching the entire world to find you, O Sitaama, and that's how they came to us. And then we met them at the Rishyamukha Parvata. Sri Ramachandra removed Vali, who was actually doing a lot of bad things to Sugriva. And then he also tells the story of Vali and Sugriva in a succinct way. Then he describes how Sugriva sent him to Sri Ramachandra, how Sri Ramachandra got to know about Sugriva, and the troubles of Sugriva, how he came and met Sugriva, then how he went and killed Vali and all. He also tells about how Sri Ramachandra and Lakshmana ended up seeing the alankaras of Sitaama. All this part is very nicely told. And then he talks about how Sugriva invited all the Vanaras and Bhallukas, and then how they were sent, how the search on the southern direction happened, how these people lost their way for a very long time, and then how they met Sampati, how Sampati got to know about Jatayu's death, and how Sampati tells them that, if they travel for 100 yojanas in the sea, they can come and find Sitaama. How that's the entire story is told by Hanuman. And then Hanuman also tells how he went into Lanka, how he searched everywhere, and how he finally saw Sitaama. And then he finally saying, Dishtyam hi mama navyardham devi sagaralanghanam prapsyamyahamidam dishtya twaddarasana krutam yasaha. O Devi, my fortune is good. I jumping over the sea has not gone waste. I finally have the good thing that I have seen you. Raghavasya Mahaviryaha Kshipram Tvam Bhivatsyate Samitra Bandhavam Hatva Ravanam Rakshasadipam. You need to realize this one thing. Whenever Swamy Hanuman talks to Sitaama, he keeps continuously saying Kshipram, Kshipram Drasyasi Raghavam, Kshipram. Kshipram actually means you would see Sitaama, you would see Sri Ramachandra very, very soon. Kshipra means quickly. Now, if you are remembering Kshipra Ganapati, you are indeed blessed. Again, in Kshipra Ganapati, because that Ganapati gives you his blessings very quickly. So that's why we call him as Kshipra Ganapati. Similarly, here, Swamy Hanuman constantly tells Sitaama, Kshipram Dasya Raghavam, means you will be seeing Sri Ramachandra very soon. That's the wonderful thing with Swamy Hanuman. You do Sri Ramachandra's Aradhana, you somehow do Swamy Hanuman's Aradhana also. Swamy Hanuman is so benevolent on everyone that he will also ensure that you will also have Kshipram Drasyasi Raghavam in life. And then Swamy Hanuman also tells about himself, Malivan Nama Vaidehi Girinam Uttamo Grihi Tato Gachit Gokarnam Parvatam Kesari Harihi. So there is a great mountain called Malyavanta. From there, Kesari, a great Vanara, he went to Gokarna Parvata, and then he killed a Rakshasa called Sembasadana over there. And O Sitaama, Tasyaham Harinakshetre Jato Vatena Medri Hanuman Vikyato Loke Sveneva Karmana. In Kesari's wife, and because of Vayudeva, I was born, and that's why I am called as Hanuman. And then, O Devi, Viswasarthantu Vaidehi Bhaktiryukta Maya Gunaha Achirad Raghavo Devi Twamito Naitaghane. O Devi, O Sitaama, just to make you understand that I have indeed come from Sri Ramachandra's place, I have told you everything about Sri Ramachandra. In a very few days, you are going to go and see Sri Ramachandra. Evam Visvisita Sita Hetabir Sokarchita Upapannaya Vignardham Nairdutam Tamavagachati. So then Sitaama immediately understood that it was Hanuman who has come from Sri Ramachandra himself. Atulam Jagataya Harsham Praharshena Janaki Netrabhyam Vaktrapakshmabhyam Umochanandajam Jalam. Now Sitaama has finally felt very, very happy, and tears of joy came out of her eyes. Sitaama, she started shining as if she was the moon who has just come out of the clutches of Rahu. Swamy Hanuman is now concluding. Etatte sarvamakyatam samasvasi maithili kim karom katham vade rochate pratiyamyaham. O Sita Devi, I told you everything that I can tell. Now please leave the shoka, please leave the sorrowfulness that is there in your heart. What should I do for you? Please let me know, and also tell me what you like. Hate sure samyati sembasadane kapi pravirena maharshi chodana tatosmi vayu prabhavo hi maithili prabhavatastascha tat pratimascha vanaraha. I am a person who was born because of Vayu to Anjanama, whose husband is Kesari, who has killed Shembasadana the great Asura. And I am telling you, O Sitaama, I have all the abilities of Vayudeva. Listening to this, Sitaama was very, very happy. Now, after this, what Swamy Hanuman is going to do, that we will be seeing in our next episode. Let Sitaama be very, very happy. She was not being happy for a long time now. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्, सर्वं सुखी स्मरः, स्वामी चरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु। स्वस्ति। जय श्रीराम।